This is Ep 3? Episode
EP 3.
EP 3.
Our very third episode.
Yeah, we can probably stop doing that now.
Oh, so let's just get into it. Like, what have you been doing this past week?
What about our introductions?
Oh, yeah. Should we introduce ourselves?
I'm Tarek.
I'm Zayd.
And this is episode 3 of our collecting stories.
Stories of collecting.
About collecting, yes.
About collecting.
All right, yeah, let's jump into it. Why don't you start with what you've been doing, and then I can talk a little bit afterwards.
So, right after we recorded the last episode, I decided to go on eBay to complete one of the insert sets for the Disc Golf Pro Tour set called Monochrome Selects. There's 30 cards in it. I only had like 10 or 15 cards, so I just bought the rest. And I just wanted to show off a few of them because I really, really like them. So this insert set, they're all black and white photos of disc golf players.
Okay.
And I like that because I liked taking film photography photos. And I use a lot of black and white. So the first one I wanted to show you was this guy, Gannon Burr and Anthony Barella, dual shot, two of the youngest people on tour. And I just thought that was a sick photo of both. It's
a cool photo. Can other people see these, by the way? Is there a way?
Yeah, I was planning on putting the photos up on a link in the description. So if the listener wants to look at the photos as well, I highly encourage that. The other one, the next one, I'm only going to show you 3 of these, but it's a set of 30, is Anniken K. Steen from Norway. I just thought this is her, like one of her only wins and stuff, and it's a crazy photo because like you can see how just excited and proud she is. She won a Pro Tour event, and I just thought that was a great moment to catch.
Yeah, nice.
And then this last one is for you, Tarek. Do you know that guy?
Oh yeah, that's Eagle McMahon.
Eagle Win McMahon throwing the disc. There's a lot of action shots in this set as well. So the disc is in midair while you see the player throwing it as well.
I like that one.
Yeah. Tarek loves Eagle McMahon for reasons unknown, but...
Just like how he looks.
Oh, okay. He's from Boulder.
Okay.
Do you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. I mean, his name is Eagle, so I feel like that's kind of a Boulder name, isn't it? Anyway.
I just know him because he's got a very distinctive look.
Right. Yeah, big old glasses, big Buddy Holly glasses, and a cap. But yeah, so I completed that insert set for the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and I love all of them. They're awesome. So I need to just figure out what is next for that. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, just a question. You said that you had 10 of the cards, and you found all 20 of them?
Yep. There is this guy, I forgot his eBay seller name, but he had pretty much all of them. So I bought, I think, 12 of them from him, and he just packed them all up, and he just has a bunch of disc golf cards on eBay. And then he didn't have a couple of them, so I bought the other 2 separately. So that was.
And then a
cool.
second question.
Yeah.
What's the name of the, not the insert set, but the main set that it's a part of?
I think it's just DGPT Disc Golf Pro Tour trading cards, to be honest. 2025. So they come out every year. There's another one called Brixton, which is player owned, but this one is owned by the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but there's lots of cards to collect in this set. Definitely. Another thing I did, which I don't know it was a good or bad idea, was I went to Target and I found some more Rolling Stones blaster boxes. And I bought 2 of them. We already discussed ripping the blaster boxes before. Not a whole lot in them. Not a whole lot of hits. It was very underwhelming. I think you kind of need to buy the mega boxes, or I don't think they have hobby boxes to get the hits. But I did leave a pack to rip at the end of the podcast.
Okay.
Because maybe there's the color blast or the 1 of 1 in there. And wouldn't that be amazing?
Or the other big insert is what the
manga.
manga.
Yep. So
All right.
we'll see. I mean, it's been a good week. Been a good card week. How about you, Tyler?
Yeah. Well, my week was, I did some organizing, which I think we're going to talk about today, and I also went to a card show today in Green Bay. I had to go because it's only about a half hour away, so it kind of makes sense to go. Now, that there's sort of a relationship there to organizing, because when I got there, I don't think I got the level of enjoyment out of this particular show as I have in other shows. I think I got used to you being there in the last show, but I've gone to other shows alone and still enjoyed them. There's a couple things here that were stressing me out a little bit. One was that it was in a dark. It wasn't at the KI Center. It was at the Riverside Ballroom, and so it's dark in there. And as you know, I recently had surgery just beneath my eye. That
Yes.
explains the thumbnail picture. I was not in a fight. I had surgery. And because it was so dark in there, I was having to bend over and squint a lot, take off my glasses and squint. And so after about an hour, it was throbbing over there. And I just I had to get out and leave.
Yeah.
The show was good. The dimness wouldn't have bothered me in normal circumstances, so it was just the particular situation. The second thing about it that was stressing me out a little bit was, and this has not bothered me in the past, so I don't know why it is now. All of a sudden today it happened. But when I was looking, I went up to one of the tables and they said, "Is there anything you're looking for?" And I said, "No, I didn't come with a plan today." And I realized I never come with a plan. And for some reason this time that was aggravating me a little bit. I listened to a podcast earlier this week while I was taking the dog for a walk. It's called The Shallow End. It's by a guy named Instagram name Iowa Dave, and it's really good. I really enjoyed this podcast. But what was particularly interesting about this last one was he was talking about when he went to the National. And by the way, Iowa Dave collects, it's called The Shallow End because he collects, he kind of wades in the shallow end of collecting. He's not going after these big, enormous value cards. He collects more like I think you and I do.
Sure. Common cards.
But yeah, exactly. But he's, like he was saying when he went to the National, he like had a list of cards that he was going to look for. And it became like a scavenger hunt. And he was telling the story about each one and how he ended up finding each one.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, dang, that's what I want to do. I
That
need to
sounds
start
fun.
doing that.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, we're going to talk about ways to collect later. I mean, we might need to try that. I kind of want to try that.
That's not what I do. For some reason, I had this idea in my mind that if I go in with that sort with that sort of a perspective, I'm going to miss something really good. I'm like going to be so focused on those things that I'm going to miss something
Tunnel
really good.
vision, right? Okay.
Right.
So, I mean, when you go to a store without a plan, like an antique store or like a card show without a plan, it's kind of just like finding hidden treasure. It's still, maybe that's kind of where you're coming from, not having a plan before. But it's interesting that it's bothering you now.
I always had a general. So when I would go antiquing with my folks, I always had a general idea of what I was into, whether it was like, vintage bar supplies or, I mean, something, pop culture
Ah, okay.
items, lunch boxes, that sort of thing. I always had sort of a group. So maybe that's at least what I need to go in with is like maybe not a particular card, but a particular player.
Mm,
And I don't really have that. That's not really how I've collected so far, other than a broad category like wrestling, and now it's more panini wrestling, and some older top stuff. In fact, I can show you the $4 worth of cards that I bought in a second here, but maybe I just need to start with a little more focused of a category.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like your categories are becoming smaller and smaller, more niche and niche. I mean, you were at wrestling. I mean, before wrestling, you were everywhere. You were buying wax and just every card that interested you. Now you're at wrestling. Now you're at Panini Wrestling. Maybe go down to a specific player or do the scavenger hunt type of a deal at a card show. I mean, it's a little easier to do a scavenger hunt thing at the National since there's so many cards to look through and find, but at smaller shows maybe that would be harder.
But yeah, so I came back and I should take a step back here. The Saturday night before the card show, I just was watching. I was watching the Penn State game, the Penn State Oregon game, and I was organizing my collection. I got ordered some new top loader binders from Amazon, and I started taking some cards that were just all over the place, and that was also stressing me out. So
Mm.
I think there's all a connection here, like the disorganization in my collection, and then how I approach when I'm going to card shows. It's all kind of interleaved. The only thing that I feel pretty comfortable with is I'm still working like on my chrome tennis set right now. And I think that's what I kind of like about set building is it's structured. You finish the set, and then I can put my doubles into a 5,000 count box and organize them that way. And I put tape on the side. I mean, overall, I feel like I'm generally pretty organized, but this week for some reason I really felt disorganized, and it kind of culminated with me getting to this card show and not really getting frustrated because I didn't really know what I was looking for.
Yeah. Maybe the card show is at a bad time when you're feeling disorganized. I mean, if you're feeling disorganized and you want to buy some stuff, like, I think there's something that you want to avoid with that. So,
Well, I think it's good because this time normally I go in and I want to buy something. This time I really did not want to buy anything, which I actually think is good that I had that feeling.
good.
Maybe it'll help me focus more on what I have and trying to organize that and maybe get some of it out of my collection and
Mm,
get some money back in so that I can maybe go and pick up some stuff that I'm more interested in. But hey, let me show you these quick. This won't take long because all I got was four cards out of a dollar box.
nice.
They're old 1999 WCW Nitros. Let me put that. You'll have to show me how
Ooh.
to upload these, Zayd, or where I can put them. But that's a Randy Savage, and these are in really good condition. That's one of the reasons I got them. Normally, they've got nasty edges and
Yeah,
stuff.
the corners look really good.
Got a
Oh, those
stinger there.
photos are so cool.
Big Kevin Nash, Big Kevin Nash, and Lex Luger. So these might actually be gradable.
Were you thinking about grading them when you were picking them up?
I got yeah. I think they're definitely gradable. I got to look at them a little bit more. They're really cool looking cards. So the only thing that bothered me, the cards are in great shape. The guy who was working behind the table was eating fried chicken, and yeah, and he was like handling even though they were on the cases. I was just like, can I just lay him down for you and give you the money?
Where did professionalism go?
It was gross,
That's
dude.
kind of disgusting. That's really disgusting.
Like just started
Scratching
wiping
his
his
butt,
fingers off on the
like
table.
gross. Oh my gosh. And he's the only guy with wrestling cards probably at the show. Ugh.
There was another guy I talked to. He had some wrestling and some UFC stuff.
Nice.
And so we talked for a bit. He had some one of ones of Davishvili that he was just were in his case for show, and then he had some other nice stuff too. But we had a good talk about UFC.
Going back to your cards that you picked up. So those are tops, you said?
WCW, who made these? This was
WCW.
Tops, yes.
Okay. And then
It was.
Nitro is the wrestling show.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wanted to clear that up because I don't know too much about wrestling, but I know there's.
Yeah, WCW was the promotion, so that would have been like a competitor to WW. It might have still been E back then. I can't remember.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Those were some cool finds. Did you know about those cards before you found them in the box?
Nope.
See, I mean, when you're going to a card show without a plan, you find these hidden treasures. That's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, anytime I see like the dollar bins and they have them like separated off and it's very clear that they like mark it off as a wrestling area. It's usually so much smaller than everything else. It's
Yeah.
less than one row.
Yeah.
So I'll usually just finger through there and see what I can find.
So was it about the same size as the KI Center show, or
Smaller.
it was smaller? Okay. Yeah, it's still a pretty good sized show, though. I went to today. You sent me some links to the Denver shows, and my girlfriend and we stopped by one of them, and it was very underwhelming. I'm sorry to say. It was in the back of this like marketplace, and then there was a bunch of tables set up, but not a lot of dealers or vendors, and all of the vendors were Pokemon dealers. And like, I just don't collect Pokemon, which is, I mean, good for them getting out there, but I just wish there was more sports cards. So we kind of walked around and then we just headed out.
Yeah, this one was probably about 50, let's say 50 to 60 tables. So it wasn't too small, but I'd say about 50-50 TCG versus sports.
Oh, nice. Okay. Wow, TCG is really kind of infiltrating.
Sure is.
Very much so.
So I came back and I did some more organizing to make up for me accomplishing nothing at the card show. I felt like I needed to do something that made me feel like I accomplished something on my Sunday. So I did some more organizing, and we can talk a little bit about.
Yeah, let's talk about how we collect and organize. And since it's hot on your brain right now, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, I bought some. So most of my stuff was just kind of strewn around. I've started to. Well, I realized I'm actually probably better off than I really thought I was or gave myself credit for. I've got a lot of my main set building cards. So the leftovers from whatever sets I built, those go into 5,000 count boxes. I have them labeled. I can list those in bulk somewhere if I want to, or sometimes just pack them up and take them down to Goodwill. But I have those. And then I have my more interesting cards, whether I purchase those individually or I pulled them out of packs while I was opening to build sets. I put those into either a hard case binder, of which I bought
Okay.
4 more. They
And
were
this
like
is-
only $15.
These are top loader binders, or they're
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also have some just penny sleeve binders that I put some stuff in. So I reorganized those. That's what I did Saturday night, because over time, right, you start to just throw stuff at the end that really belongs with something that you had already started pages for at the beginning, but then you ran out of space. So
Yep.
I actually went through and did a bunch of the. It's a good exercise while I'm watching TV to pull the stuff out and then just relocate everything.
It's tough to
until the
have
next
that
time.
that future sight to actually put the cards where they're supposed to go before you get in trouble like that. So
Yeah. So until next time, because obviously I'll eventually probably want to add more cards that belong in the front, but there won't be any room there, so I'll throw them in the back and then go through the whole exercise again of reorganizing them. But that's basically how I organize my stuff, and then I've got some stuff in display on the walls, in my display cases, and soon to be on the shelves that you made for me.
nice, great. And
What about you?
oh man, I was past couple of weeks I was kind of figuring out my organization too, because a lot of my stuff is for sale on buysportscards.com, so I need to have them organized, you know. So they're in, what are they, 900 count, the, or is it 1,000?
The 5-row ones?
No, it's just the one row.
Oh yeah, like 800 to 1,000.
Yeah, so a lot of them, a lot of the bigger sets are in there, and I just put masking tape on the front of them saying what's in there and what year and everything, and they're just kind of piled up in the closet. And then the stuff that I think are really cool, I have them in top loaders, but they're just in a single row on in a 5-row sorting box, which I need some advice on like where to display these cards that I think are cool, but like I don't really want to hang them up or anything.
Probably a binder.
Yeah, binder, top loader binder. Or it doesn't even have to be a top loader binder. They're not like expensive cards or anything, so. But
Yeah, I mean either I like the binders for those particular things. I even have a binder for PSA as well that I'm going to use for some of my PSA graded sets that I'm working on, and I'll put those in there.
oh, like they hold the slabs.
Yep, yep.
Nice. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm gonna do for now. It sounds like we're doing similar things. I do want to. I mean, we talk about showing these things off. I mean, right now, I mean, in my office, I'm only showing them off to myself or someone I haven't happened to be on FaceTime with. It would be, I think, maybe start taking some pictures of some things and posting them on Instagram.
Why not?
Might be something I do.
Yeah, I mean, share what you have. I'm sure people would be interested. Like you've mentioned that you've posted pictures before. I'm sure you've gotten
Yeah, a
comments
while
on 'em.
ago.
Yeah, I think you might have
No,
to resurrect that.
yeah, I have about maybe 8 posts. I haven't done it in a few years, and I don't really think I got any comments on them.
Well, maybe. Well, hey, you know, maybe collecting stories needs an Instagram to post your cool cards on there for people to see.
Hey, that's a good idea,
Do you like that?
man.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great idea.
We might need to hire a social media influencer or someone. The company just keeps growing.
Yeah, I don't know if we need anybody right now. I think I think we can handle all the heavy lifting.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I can totally see where you're coming from. You mentioned earlier, like you have a goal of collecting cards in a set. That's an achievable goal and everything. You have a direction to go. Like, I mean, I bought all of those insert cards for the Disc Golf Pro Tour just to finish that insert set. But then I have many more insert sets to collect. So it's like, man, I know a direction. I know my direction.
I like inserts. Yeah, I like insert set collecting. I mean, it's a small amount. You know, you don't have to 30 cards or whatever. It's perfect, right?
Yeah.
Versus a 200 card set, like for Topps Chrome Tennis, it's 200 cards. And I hardly, okay, so I know maybe half the people in the top 50. I certainly don't know most of the people after world ranking number 50.
Mm,
So I do read about them though. So what I've been doing with this Topps Chrome is if I see an interesting rookie and read the back of the card, see what it says about them. Most of them have maybe made the one round in a Grand Slam or something. So I'll go and read about them and see uh, what their background is and if it looks like somebody who would become, promising in the future. I remember when I've been watching tennis for since the mid '80s. With my dad got me into it, and of course, playing just for fun. But I remember when in 1990, I think it was when Pete Sampras won the U.S. Open, which kind of kicked off his whole career. He was at that time seeded number 12 at that tournament. So some of these people can kind of come out of nowhere and move into the top 10 rankings.
yeah. And it's interesting that you say that because you're kind of talking about you picking up a card, not knowing the player. It's really diversifying your like knowledge of who you know in tennis and everything. You want to learn about these people, and it's kind of giving you that push to actually look these people up and learn the newcomers.
Yeah, like I was watching right now. It's the Beijing Open that's going on, and I happen to have it on TV. And it's the early rounds, right? We're still in the first week of the tournament, so a lot of the players are, I mean, relatively unknown to me. They're very good. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Being in the top 200 in the world is pretty darn good, but I was actually looking to see like which ones of those, or any of these in this particular set, and then kind of just follow them through the brackets because you can go online and look up the brackets and see who's advancing to the next round and the round after that.
It's
So
always changing. How close are you to completing the tennis set?
I don't know yet. I've got everything. I've got all the stuff in a 5,000 count box, but I haven't separated out. I've got them. I've got everything sorted in there, but I haven't actually pulled it out to see where I am yet. So I'll probably do that here this upcoming week.
So when you collect a set, are you trying to get all of the insert cards as well?
Depends. So I've done different things. Like for example, well, let's take a couple of different things I've done because just collecting the base set isn't that fun, but it makes opening, if you enjoy opening some wax because you want to kind of just have the excitement and maybe getting the big hit,
Mm-hmm.
you can at least do something with the base cards. So I will usually decide that if I'm going to open at least a few of these, I'm going to go at least after the base set. I may not go much further than that. If I really like the cards, I might go after the insert sets and additional things. For example, 2021 Finest WWE, which I've opened a lot of. I actually am going after the base set. There's an extended short print set of 30 cards, so I'm still working on that. That one they're kind of hard to find, so I opened some. I got lucky enough to get maybe 5 of them, and then some I found different auction sites. Sometimes I find them at a card show. So I'm working on that set, which will be the 130 card base set. Plus, I'm going to do every insert set, and I've got all of them except the Undertaker set, which is, I think it's a 10 or 12 card set. I've got most of them, but that was also short printed, so you don't even get one per box or anything like that.
Oh, geez.
But I find those at card shows, so I'm slowly getting there. I think I'm halfway there. And then I'm doing the Refractor and the X-Fractor set because the base set's only 100 cards, so getting the X-Fractor and the base Refractor set is not too bad. So I'm almost there, and I'm actually trying to do the Refractor and the X-Fractor without buying anything on eBay. So I've been trying to pick
Oh,
stuff up at shows, and I'm about 6 cards away from that stuff, or trading.
that's cool.
So that's
I
another example. And then for like the 2022 Panini Prism, when I started collecting that, I thought, well, the base set was easy to get. I decided I wanted to do one of the serial numbered sets, so I actually did the out of 99, and which is the orange colored, and got all of those. That took me about, I think, 9 or 10 months.
And that, well, you were looking for those on eBay though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it with the serial number stuff. That kind of collecting a set without going on eBay or buying something online, that seems difficult, but it seems pretty fun, pretty exciting when you find something at a show and stuff. And that sounds like something that I kind of want to try. I watched this guy on YouTube. He's like a TCG Pokemon collector, and what he does is he finds a specific Pokemon set, like one of the first ones or something, and these massive TCG shows, and then he times himself to see how fast he can complete the set. And he's going to all these booths looking for the rares, looking, and he's trading with people and everything. And if he doesn't get it in the time that he allowed himself, he has to give away his binder, give away all of the cards that he's collected. Not like the set that he's collected so far, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, that's harsh.
no, he's doing YouTube for a living and stuff, so it's like this
Okay.
is him. But it sounds cool, like to have like that timed challenge, because I'm very competitive and I just want to like it's a scavenger hunt, really. It would be a little harder to do with sports cards just because there's so many things to look for. But Pokemon TCG, where there's less and less sets and everything like that, I think it's very doable. So that's one thing I want to try, collecting at a show.
And
or something.
I will let you try that. I will stay away from that because the fact that I'm getting stressed out by disorganization probably means I shouldn't add the extra criteria of a time limit onto it.
Probably not. You can hold the stopwatch for me if you want. As I'm running around getting sweaty, trying to find everything.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It does sound stressful, but yeah, right now I'm just collecting sets and cards that I just think are interesting. And if I find one card that's interesting, like there's probably a lot more in the same set that I think are pretty interesting as well. So just keep on looking for those.
Right.
And people and specific players. Like I have my Justin Jefferson and Anthony Edwards collections and everything, just because I'm from Minnesota, North Dakota. But yeah, those are usually on display and everything.
Yeah, that's not, I mean, it's nice. You're definitely you go. I think you actually, watching you at the shows, you go with more of a, you have more of an idea of what you're looking for in mind than I do, and I think that other than generally I'm looking for, I want to see wrestling because I'm always surprised when I see it up here. There isn't a ton of it at any of the card shows. So when I see it, I'm excited. But I do think I'm going to try to have a better plan, so that when somebody at the table asks me, "What are you looking for anything in particular?" I will actually have an answer.
Yeah, you even mentioned when I went to the show last time, you hate when people ask you that. At the very end, remember? Because you just wanted to leave the show. We were getting kind of tired, and then someone wanted to find the cards and look through all of their stuff for you, and then you have to say, no. After all that work they've done, you're like, oh, well.
Yeah, that's
mean-
why I don't like it, because it puts me in a really weird situation that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Because like that guy was all of a sudden started looking for all of the cards through his like value box and all that, and at the end,
Right.
I kind of had to say, well, I don't really want this, but I didn't know it would lead to all that, so I'd rather
Right.
just look for it myself.
I just thought that was funny. We were trying to get out. Like, he's looking through everything for you. I mean, he was
Which
a
was
nice
very
guy. He
nice.
was a really
It was very
nice guy.
generous.
Very generous. But Yeah, he was trying to trap you into buying something. That's for sure.
Well, it almost worked. I was almost just going to buy it because he spent so much time looking for it.
I'm sure it works on people. Then, man, that's that's really interesting. Um, I also want to try to collect a set, but I have to find a set that I really like. And keep upgrading the cards in the set. So I'll start with the base set, and if I find like maybe out of 149 serial numbered card, I'd place that in there and take out the base card. Do you understand what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying?
Yep, I
So
do.
it would be all different cards, not the same like base or refractor. It would all be different colors and everything. And I think that would just look really cool. And if I see something, like pick it up, put it in there, and soon, I mean not soon, but when I get tired of it, I'll have some kind of rare
And then you
ish
could just do
cards.
that until you get to the one of one.
Yeah,
You
I'll
could
have
just
a
like keep working the set till you get to the one of one set.
I'll have all of the cards in a set. All of the one of ones, all of the 1 out of 5s.
That's great. These are ambitious goals we have.
These are ambitious. These are ambitious goals. A lot of sounds like a lot of work.
So we do have to follow up on some of these things in future episodes. We have to remember these and take some notes so that we actually try
Yeah.
to reach a particular,
Sure.
a point of conclusion on some of this stuff to find out, if
To
we went in the right direction, if we didn't.
to prove that we're not all talk.
That too, yeah.
I mean, we have to prove that. Well, let's. Here's an update from last time. I guess I sent in some cards to Beckett, so they're in the mail right now, and they're going to be graded pretty soon. Hopefully, sent back in a timely manner. But that was just from last episode.
Okay, well that's good. I have not done that yet. I'm still stalling.
You're stalling because?
I don't want to spend the money on grading,
Well, that's fair. It was.
but
it
I'll
was
do
tough.
I'll do it here soon. I've got a stack ready to go, so maybe I'll do that. The other thing I want to do is in the spirit of organization is I do want to look at, which I've never done before, sending some cards for consignment. So that'll be something we can talk about as a consignment experience because I've never done that before. So
Right, you're talking about like where you send in all of like bulk cards and like a 1 row sleeve, and then send them all into maybe ComC or another consignment store.
yeah, I wouldn't do ComC. I'd do something like DC Sports or what is it? There's Quick Consign. There's a bunch of consignment companies, so I'd
Okay.
send it to one or multiple of those, and hopefully I would find cards over $5. I wouldn't send like dollar cards. I would send something that's somewhere from 5 to 500. I don't have many that are 500, but I would send stuff in that range.
That's pretty awesome. You have a few that are 500. So I was trying to build a trade binder as well. And while I was trying to build this, I was discovering very quickly that I don't have any cards anybody wants.
Yep, I've been there.
All of my cards are pretty much like 25 cents each. Like none of them have, I mean, some of them have value, but like the ones that I have value, I like and I spent money on because I like and I want to keep, you know? So it's harder than I thought. It was harder than I thought to build this trade binder. Maybe when my collection becomes bigger and I want to downsize a little bit, then I'll figure that out. But
Man, when you were building mine, you were just pulling stuff out and throwing it right into the trade box. You weren't blinking an eye with my stuff.
it's always easier when you don't own the card, right? Tarek was arguing, oh, that one I got when I was a kid. It has this special story behind it. No, it's in the trade box, man. Let's get rid of it. Let's get the Shohei Ohtani refractor.
I do like having that thing already though because I did pack it in. I
Yeah.
just like I said today, I just didn't see anything that I wanted, so I didn't even want to get to the point of trading. So
I was not expecting to hear that you didn't know what you wanted. So that was a pretty exciting surprise. I was expecting some more talk about the trade binder, but this is this was different. I like
yeah.
it. Were you expecting it?
No, usually this is the first time I've really gone to a show and just didn't feel like I really wanted anything. Yeah.
Well, you also mentioned you get stressed by organization and everything.
I think part of it was also just the fact that my head was hurting a little bit, and I really
Yeah.
just wanted to get out of there and come home and kind of shut my eyes for a bit.
I mean, you came home from surgery less than a week ago. It's yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty bad. It's pretty insane that you actually went to a card show after you had surgery.
Very loyal. Yeah, if it would have been anything further than where it was, I don't think
Yeah.
I would have gone.
Okay. I think cards might be stressing me out too. I've found 3 gray hairs on my temple. I'm
I'm
20.
glad you said temple.
Were you thinking
I didn't
somewhere
know.
else?
I did not know where you were going with that.
This is a family friendly show, everyone.
I
There
thought
is
you meant
no.
your chest. I thought you meant
Oh,
chest.
okay.
I
He
thought you
meant chest. He meant chest. Oh, he meant chest. Okay. Maybe I won't take a picture of the gray hairs and put it on the link in the description. But I think they might. I'm 25 years old. I think they might be from cards. What else?
No, it's
It's not the cards. It's really. It can't be.
I can pretty much guarantee it's not.
It can't be the cards. Maybe we should start our
Arr.
own ComC business so we can organize everything.
Let's yeah, we'll table that for now.
Should we
but
wait? Should we wait on that? Okay.
let's table it for now. But hey, hey, there's no such thing as a bad idea. Well, that's not,
That's
sorry, I
not.
take that back. I've had plenty of bad ideas, and I can attest to the fact that they were bad. Anyways, okay, let's leave it at that. Let's open this pack and wrap this episode up.
Okay, that sounds good. So
Opening-
this pack, Rolling Stones Prism, 4 cards a pack. I think there's 6 or 8 packs a blaster box. We should probably explain what blaster boxes and things are, but whatever. We're not going to do that. We're looking for some serial numbered cards, and I see something right off the bat.
Okay.
All right, Mick Jagger with the. I don't think it's just a base card, but
Like it.
he's wearing a cape or something. It looks like Keith Richards soloing.
Looking like he always does.
He looks. Oh, here's a cool Mick Jagger card. This is a prism. He's wearing some sort of ascot and a blue jacket.
He looks like Neil Diamond there. What's going on with that?
He kind of looks like Neil Diamond. I mean, these are photos throughout the years from the 60s to the 2020s.
That was his Neil Diamond
That was
phase.
his Neil Diamond phase. And this is the last pack. This is a yellow laser. Tarek, a yellow laser out of 10.
That's gold.
That's gold?
Yeah, that's a gold laser.
Gold laser out of 10.
Wow.
This is the pack I chose to rip on the podcast. None of the other packs had anything in them.
Look at that.
This is a die cut of the album Rewind. I don't know the album very well, but I know people collect these insert cards, and this looks pretty awesome.
Grade that one, man. That
You
looks
think
really
I should
good.
grade it?
Yeah, and it doesn't have corners. It's like circular on one
Yeah.
and like an album, so it can't have bent corners when it's a circle. 10 out of 10 too. You got the
10 out of
bookend.
10.
Whoa, that's exciting, man.
That's
I'm
from
really excited.
a retail blaster box. I'm very excited right now, and I'm glad I picked that pack to rip on this. I'm gonna grade it.
And you only bought like 3 total blasters, right? That's pretty
3
good.
total blasters. Oh, I was gonna get so disappointed if I.
Are you excited about that?
Well, I thought it was yellow out of like 150 or something. So after I saw the 10, I got pretty excited.
Is that 10 in Prism 10s are always gold. They might be different. Like they have pure gold and then they got the lasers and the cracked ice, but if it's a gold parallel, it's always out of 10.
So I'll
Prism.
upload a picture so the audience can see that as well. Just to quickly explain what like serial numbered cards are, it tends. So if it's out of 10, only 10 of those cards are produced, and they have a specific color sorted to them. So in case anyone was confused about that, I was confused when I started collecting, so I just wanted to clarify.
No, it's good to explain all of that stuff. We never know who's listening. And the other thing is, so with out of 10s, there could be more out of 10s, right? There could be the gold cracked ice out of 10. Now, for the Rolling Stones, they didn't print. I don't know how many different parallels there actually are. So the out of 10's probably pretty sweet. My guess is that might only be a retail blaster parallel.
It might
And
be.
then a different gold variation is it might just be the pure gold would be in the mega boxes.
Yeah, I think that's a good point because the blaster boxes, they come with 2 guaranteed red laser things. So I think it's a theme with the blaster boxes that the laser print is on them.
I always liked the lasers though.
Yeah,
I always thought they were cool looking.
They look very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, I think that's a great note to end on, Tarek.
That's an excellent note to end on. All right, so until we'll have some more hopefully stuff to talk about next time. Some more stories from our week of collecting. For this episode 3, signing off. I am Tarek.
I'm Zayd.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you.